Chloe's my brother. You two were raised like brothers, to fight for each other, ride for each other. Just because Chloe is gone doesn't mean that's changed. Quasi lifted his head and returned his eyes to Trevor's. What do you mean? I mean your brother was murdered, left in a car in the middle of the summer, like a damn unwanted dog, alone. We can't let that ride. Quasi's hands raised in disagreement immediately. Oh, I left the streets behind years ago. I ain't trying to go back. That's why I left Memphis, to avoid this type of shit. So you gonna let that Cage clan walk around with Clover's blood on their hands? I know that's who did it. Omega and Roman Cage, La Familia. Okay, if you know that, then why can't you handle it? Because they would expect retaliation from me, not you. We don't have the same last name because my sister married your father. When you lived in Memphis, they didn't even know you existed. If you come back home and take care of this, they won't expect it from you. It doesn't make sense for La Familia to have anything to do with this. They run this city. Why would they get rid of Chloe? Because he was their biggest competition. They think they run this city, and in a sense they do. Chloe was the only dealer that didn't buy from them or back down from them. They wanted to make an example out of him. Quasi shook his head and ran his hands down his face as Trevor continued. It will kill me slowly to know that the people responsible for my son's death are walking around free, Quasi. I know you're retired from the streets, but I need you to come back and handle this for me. They are heavily guarded and extremely close. No one in Memphis can infiltrate La Familia. It has to be an outsider. It has to be you. Fuck doing it for me. Do it for Clover. Do it for your brother. Everything in Quasi told him to say no, but there was no way he could let his cousin's murder go unpunished. Fine, I'll take care of it. How am I going to pull this shit off? A small smile teased the left side of Trevor's mouth as he leaned back in his seat. This is what you do. Chapter 1. La Familia. Every Monday at 6 a.m., La Familia met on the first floor of their factory. The factory was built with bomb and bulletproof concrete. No windows lined the walls, but they did have security cameras lining the buildings in several places. The goal had always been to see and not be seen. The first level of their factory was empty, minus a long 10-chair table and a small office in the left corner where 2 security guards monitored the outside of the building 24/7. On the second level of the factory, thousands of pounds of their signature weed was grown, separated, and sold. The youngest member of the Cage family, Sunshine, was the last to arrive for their meeting as usual. Before the meeting, she had to go to her cupcake shop, Caked, to let her assistant Tyler in so he could start prepping their bake for the day. Each member of La Familia had their own legal business to filter their drug money through. Sunshine Cage had been a lover of sweets before she had teeth. Her love for food led to her attending culinary school after graduating high school. 6 months later, she opened her own cupcake shop. Now, she had 4 in Memphis, but worked solely out of her first East Memphis location. She went around the table and kissed her older sisters, Dynasty and Aurelia, and her cousins, Omega and Roman, and made her way to the head of the table as she normally did. Okay, y'all. I have that order for 1,000 cupcakes this morning, so what's up? She asked, looking around the table. Clover's funeral was yesterday. Omega, the oldest of the crew, spoke up. His fingers ran down the front of his neck and across his scripted La Familia tattoo. Each member had La Familia tatted somewhere on their body. Sunshine handled